It looks like we have an Eric in the room. Hello, children. Or child. Hello, child of Florida. There we go. I can talk. Today I'm drinking something called VAQ. It's a adult beverage, and it has no sugar in it. So your father is boozing it up. I just opened this one, actually. It's got white ginger and peach. It's a veritable chick beverage. Eric says, I finally been able to officially attend. I have my first official attender. I adjusted the camera just a little bit because I'm a bit blurry. Let me bring it forward. That's a little bit better. That's my left. That's my right. I'm drinking a cherry Pepsi. You know, that will stunt your growth. Isn't Pepsi already sweet enough without having to add cherry to it? My mother used to drink cherry Coke or Coke. Actually, she liked Dr. Pepper. Yeah, I never saw the appeal, really. This new background. Yeah, I have a new background, a new, just for Hello Children, a new YouTube background. This is leather-ish. It was like $20 at Hobby Lobby, and these little panels I bought from this lady. About 8 pairs of these. So these were actually in groups of 2, and I took them apart for about $20. These are actually really expensive if you buy them somewhere, but this is about a $40 investment you see behind you so that I can look YouTube official and have an awesome background. But command strips just right on the wall, and this is just a nice leather. Yeah, it feels great. It's like bonded leather, which is not real leather because that would be a lot more expensive. What is going on? What's going on in Florida? Are you still in the fugitive keeping business? Are you still a sanctuary city there in the sunny state of Florida? Had my first game Friday. I thought you've been playing games. I thought this must be your first school game, like your first non-traveling team, we need $50,000 a second to play volleyball, but maybe your school volleyball. Is that accurate? What's nice about this is I can just talk, but you have to type. Yes. Man, a few words. So you can hear me okay, I'm assuming, as you're responding. Audio, there we go. Yeah, I can see it. So, yeah, I'm using Prism again today. I'll be honest, I like OBS better, but I use OBS for other things. Travel season takes a break in the middle of the season for school. So you're like a year-round volleyballer, year-round. There's beach, there's indoor, there's outdoor. Of course, it never really gets cold there, so I suppose you could do beach year-round, wear a hoodie. First game. How did you do in the game on Friday? Did you win, lose, or tie? The team we played was top 30. They were. It's the were is the word you're looking for. They were. He is, she is, they are. The team we played were top 30 in the state, or are top 30 in the state. We lost by 1. Not bad. Can't tie. Oh, that's right. It's like ping pong. You keep going until somebody wins. Not bad, though. Top 30 in the state. I imagine that in the same way, let's say Colorado has, because of where we are, we're in the mountains, we have nationally ranked cross-country The cross-country team here and some other things are nationally ranked. And I would imagine that volleyball, because it's in Florida and you've got a long season, there's sand volleyball, I would imagine the quality of the players in Florida is significantly better than the quality of the players in a random state like Nebraska. In the same way, if you're in Minnesota, your hockey team is probably better than Texas's hockey team. If they have hockey in Texas, I don't know. We have it here. Lost by 1. Well, what's Emma doing today? Is she doing something horse-related, backpack-related, gaming-related? My travel club is called Prime Sports, and our 17s team is top 20 in the country. What's 17s? Is that an age group? The 17, is that an age? 17s team. I bet it is. The team of 17-year-olds. Barely in high school. Gonna graduate any second now. In her room, as per usual, she quit horses. I can't quit you. That's a bad reference to a bad movie. All right. Well, can't do horses. 17 is an age division. Got it. All right. Well, Emma's in her room, and you and I are chatting on the internet. What else? It's February. Clearly, I didn't go anywhere in February this year. I thought I would stay in and try to make some money. And so I should be about the business of doing that. But next year, or maybe in the summer, I'll go somewhere. I haven't decided yet. Oh, I've made an important life decision. Both of you should know it. I'm not attending either one of your graduations from high school. And what I've decided, for 2 reasons. One is, it's not because I'm not proud of you or anything like that, but I thought the Alleys and the Swine Sisters and people will be there, and it sounds like it would just be drama if I were there. But the other reason was I thought I could take the money that it would cost for a plane ticket and a hotel, et cetera, I don't know, $1,000 or $2,000, and just give you that. And so as my graduation from high school gift to you will be maybe the deposit on an apartment or something like that. But I'm telling you this now so nobody will be offended in the future. 17 is an age division. The only thing I don't know is if I give you $1,000 or $2,000, do I give Emma $1,000 or $2,000 at the same time, or just wait until hers, thinking about inflation and also time value of money? I don't know. So Emma's in the room. You're still harboring, what do you call those people? That illegals, illegal aliens, and their couches. I have a life lesson for you today. The life lesson is this. Eventually, soon, you and Emma will be bachelors and bachelorettes in the next 2 to 4 years. I could most definitely use that, LOL. All apartments around here are on the beach, and they are expensive. Well, you'll have to handle your rent, but I might be able to come up with the deposit, which would be $1,000, probably no more than $2,000, $1,500, something like that. But the plan is I'll look and see what are the plane tickets. Let's say it's $500 round trip, plus a hotel, plus meals, plus. Add a little bit to it. I'm not going to be stingy. And just say that's my graduation gift. So expect that. Expect some dollars instead of a trip. And then afterwards, I can fly you out here, or you can fly you out here, and we can hang out here in Colorado away from the noise. Or we could meet up somewhere. Who knows? Useful nonetheless. Definitely use that, apartments. Yes. All right. So you and Emma eventually will be a bachelor and a bachelorette. You'll be living on your own, probably with a roommate, maybe not, because fun places to live are expensive, and if you can't afford to live on your own, you're going to be living in a one-bedroom or an efficiency where the bed comes out of the wall and then goes back up into the wall. What's that called? What's that kind of bed called that goes out of the wall? The bunker bed? Murphy bed. Look it up. Murphy. You'll have a Murphy bed. I had one of those one point. And I'm going to teach you something. It's a life skill. Not too many people know this. It's called the dishwasher method. Now, most people bow to social peer pressure as young adults, and they buy all of these dishes. They go to Walmart and they buy a box that has 4 plates. It could be a college dorm. The dishwasher method applies for the college dorm. You're in the college dorm. A lot of people say, I need dishes. And you go to Walmart or somewhere and you buy a package. It has 4 plates, 4 bowls, 4 spoons, 4 forks. First of all, you don't need that. It's just you. And if you're going to be entertaining significant others, the ladies, then at most you need 2, right? You, 1 lady. You're not going to have 6 ladies. You're not Andrew Tate. Get real. So it's you and potentially a lady entertaining. So you need 2 forks, and you can go to the Goodwill and you get 2 forks, 2 spoons, 2 plates, 2 bowls. Technically, you could just use 2 bowls because a bowl does everything a plate does and what a bowl does. But a plate does just everything a plate does. So you could get away with just bowls and 2 cups, etc., etc. And here's how the dishwasher method works. Now, you don't have a dishwasher because you're in college in this scenario, so think of it as a drainer. What you do is you use a cup, then you wash that cup right after you use it, hot water, and then you turn it upside down and put it in the dishwasher. It's clean. You're using the dishwasher as a storage device. And so in your dishwasher, you have 1 cup, or in your case, 2 forks, 2 spoons, 2 bowls, etc. When you need a cup, you go to the dishwasher, not the cabinet, the dishwasher, and you pull out that cup. You use it, you rinse it out, you put it right back into the dishwasher upside down to dry. What most kids learn at home is something quite different, the set it and forget it method. The set it and forget it method is you get a cup, you put something in it, let's say milk, and you drink that milk. Maybe you don't drink all of it. Maybe you drink 87% of it. Leave a little bit in the bottom is really important. And then you set it somewhere and you forget it. And then when you're thirsty again, you go to the cabinet, you get a different glass of milk, and maybe you have orange juice this time. It's not good. It's a lot of sugar, but you're drinking it. You like it. Orange juice, and you drink it, most of it or all of it, and you set it down. Very important in the set it and forget it method that you set the new cup down a pretty good distance away from where the original cup was. So if the milk cup is here, what's the furthest away in the house you could set the orange juice cup? That's where that one should go, is far away. And don't limit yourself. You should always be creative. If you're using the set it and forget it method, maybe some dishes could be outside dishes, some could be inside dishes, some could be, food for the ants if you're into the Rich Prater thing. And so that's the set it and forget it method. But you don't want to do that. When they zig, you zag. But if they zag, you zig. And you do the dishwasher method, 1 spoon, 1 fork, 1 cup, 1 champagne glass. If you want to get fancy and drink your Gatorade out of a champagne glass, you could do that as well. It's a Sunday afternoon. You're doing nothing. Emma's doing nothing. You're in school. So are you done? Are you done with the $30,000 a month volleyball, or is that still going on? I'm assuming you said something earlier. What did you say? The team we played, top 30. Travel season takes a break. See if I could just read. Travel season takes a break in the middle of the season for school. So you're not done. You're taking a break. You are taking a break from the travel season and the $30,000 a month club, which is good that they make that money, because how else are they going to get paid during the break? They've got bills. The coach has bills to pay. Does your coach for the traveling team live in a fancy neighborhood or a cheap neighborhood? Asking for a friend. No, still half the season left. It may be a college. I already read that part. Yep, half the season left. So school. I asked your mom about, we go to Nationals after school season ends. Right on. National. Where's that? Where's Nationals at? Ending my sentences in prepositions. While you're typing that. Oh, look at that. She likes 27. Cheap. Oh, she's like 20. Your coach. She's 27. She's a young buck or buckette. I did talk to your mom about you guys coming here in June. Orlando. Got it. In June, maybe toward the end of June, because every time you guys do visit, it seems that it's been rather nippy outside. And if you come in June, we could do some hiking as well as maybe go fishing or something along those lines. So I was thinking after the 15th, Beverly said that she had family visiting you guys. I can only assume it's the Squeal sisters, June 11. And so, or they'll be gone by the 11th. She said in June, the beginning of June, or perhaps they'll be gone by the 11th. She hasn't really gotten back with me, but I may shoot her a text today and offer up some dates. And after that, I really don't know. There's fall break, and I was thinking October, but you may still be in school in October, but we'll have to figure something out. Yeah. I'll be honest, it's uncharacteristically warm this time of year. It's not a complaint. It's for February, we've had some 60-degree days, which I'm not upset about at all, really. So, yeah. What's the weather there? It's a dad question. What's the weather? What's the weather like out there? Weather. What's it like out there in Florida? Where you guys hot, huh? Is it hot? Is it hot out there? Orlando. Oh, you have to type. Go back to your computer and type the weather. I suppose I could look it up. 4FL for Florida. Oh, it's been cooler here for Florida. 50s. No shit, Sherlock. I don't know how I feel about that. I went to, this was years ago. I'm trying to remember. This was after our divorce, but not too long after. I went to visit my cousin, Jennifer, who at the time lived in Miami. And I visited in February, I think February or March, and went to all the beaches, Miami, Hollywood, some of the hot spots there. And she lived on a farm, like this little, they had chickens. And she had a Cuban boyfriend. Juan Carlos was his name, and he had cigars for me. But yeah, I remember visiting, and I went to the beach, and it was in the 70s. This time of year, it was still like 70, but the water, everything was a little bit chilly. I got in the water. I mean, winter in Rome. But it's been a long time since I've been to Florida. Been warming up for summer, so 70s later in the day. Oh, 50s is your low. You poor thing. 50s is your low. 50s is my high. Yeah. 70s later in the day. That's really quite nice. There's a place in Colombia called Medellin, and it is 72 to 78 on a really hot day, 78 for the high year round. And at night, the low is like 65 to 68 year round. All year round, January, February, March, April. It's called the land of eternal springs. Mid-70s, year round. Even in the summer, mid-70s, year round. It's really quite lovely. And the reason, he says, okay, well, a week or two ago, it was 50s high. Gotcha. And the reason it's 70s year round, it doesn't get hotter or colder, is that it's near the equator. And so the temperature is literally based on its elevation from sea level. So it's in the 70s. There's another town called Cartagena in Colombia. It's 85 to almost 90 year round for the high because it's lower. It's right on the coast. And then Bogota, Colombia, the high is 65 to 68 year round. So it's cooler because it's higher up. It's in the mountains. But what's kind of neat about countries that are near the equator is that the temperature does not shift. There's no like fall, winter, spring. Oh, it's getting warmer. It's getting colder. In the summer, Eric says, in the summer, the ocean can get to around 85 degrees. It feels like a bathtub. It's also, I would say, similar in Panama. In Panama, if you go to the islands there, the ocean's about 85 degrees, except that's year-round. And that's perfect, actually. That's perfect ocean weather. Ocean temperature. 85 is perfect. 83 is just fine, but 85 is spot on. You can't really beat that. And so, yeah. And if you're going to do ocean anyway, you should live somewhere where it's going to be warm like that. It would be silly. I looked around different parts of the United States to maybe get land or something one of these days. And it's like you can go to Maine or Nova Scotia or different places on the East Coast, but it is cold and the water is cold. And so what's the point of living near the ocean if you can't get in? Eric says, but then you can get overheated. You cannot get overheated. You can get overheated because the water doesn't exactly cool you off. What are you going to do? It's, you're fine. You know, this is your generation. You're just being precious. You're not going to get overheated. It's not like it's Death Valley. It's Sunday. Sunday at my house, Sunday at your house. At least you're not that many time zones away. You can get overheated. You poor thing. You're melting. I like this little boom stand, this microphone. It goes out, goes in, goes out. You can't see it, but it's coming from the music world. I'm like, I know the right stand for this. This does not clamp onto a desk. It sits on the ground, and then this goes out and then down, and it's adjustable. You can get overheated. I had sausage, eggs, bread. Not just any bread. No loser bread. Fresh baked bakery type bread that was like jalapeno. Oh, I said that like an Okie. Jalapeno. Now I'm self-conscious about the word. Jalapeno and cheddar bread that I toasted with eggs, with sausage, and with home-fried potatoes that I made for breakfast. And it was really, really good. I've had more time to move my mouse myself nowadays. Most of my old friends got into drugs, as they do. So I've had less plans and more time to just focus on volleyball and things like that. Oh, yeah. That's the problem with young men. Young men meaning, say, 14 to 26, is if they don't have goals and a vision for their life, they do escape activities. They do what I call away from activities. So younger kids, to escape the pain of existence, do video games. Then they get older, they do video games and like porn or something. And then they get older, they do booze, or if they have money, cocaine, or some kind of, or weed. Weed is a good kind of, I don't want to do anything with my life, drug. And the reason successful kids don't do that, it's not really even temptation. It's just, I've got shit I want to accomplish in a given week, and so I don't want anything in my body that would make me sluggish, slow, tired, sleepy, lacking ambition. Cocaine does none of that. I've never had it, but I hear it's highly, highly addictive. But yeah, I just want my brain to work optimally well. And those are escape behaviors. They don't have anything their life is about. And they're sad about something. Nobody does escape behaviors who feels great about themselves, their lives, their prospects, their future, etc., etc. That's why men have to overcome anger and your ego. You cannot be angry and be a man. You cannot be egoic and be a man. When other people throw little fits, you are cool as a cucumber. That's why the Greeks, is it the Greeks or the Romans were the Stoics?
I think it's
Greeks. Yeah. That's why the Stoics were the Stoics. They're trying to impose from the outside a masculine ideal, but, oh, you're still car shopping. Focus on volleyball. It's Hellenistic. It's Greece and Rome. It's Hellenistic. Hellenistic. Yes, a whole period named after some woman named Helen of Troy. I've had more time to myself. Most of my old friends got into that. Still car shopping. Well, good luck with that. You can always find... it's hard to car shop as a young man because... Oh, Rome. There you go. Rome. But Stoics are good if you want to read... I'm drawing a blank. It'll come to me. But if you read the Stoics, it's good. Who's the guy that all the guys read? The Stoics? Marcus Aurelius. Read Marcus Aurelius. It's a good read. Then after that, you can read The Brothers Karamazov by Dostoevsky. It's just a short little nothing of a book. Yeah. Still car shopping. Yeah, car shopping is difficult because it's hard to earn money and go to school and do volleyball and be excellent at more than one thing or more than two things or more than three things. You haven't read a book in a hot minute. You know they have books on tape. That's what we used to say, but now it's audio books. But I like to say book on tape because it's like 8-track. It ages me. It dates me. It makes me seem that I should have all of the old man points. Yeah, you haven't read a book in a hot minute. You can listen to a book. Yeah, that's a good investment. You should be reading. Reading improves your vocabulary skills. Reading improves your ability to think cogently and coherently and in complete sentences with more robust ideas. Reading improves your ability to communicate and make the world think you're a good idea. Reading improves everything. It will also give you an advantage in the dating marketplace because most boys your age, and your age, I mean 14 to say 40, lack social skills. All they know how to do is type or text. And so they'll look down while they're in front of somebody because they don't know how to look somebody in the eye. They don't know how to make a sentence. They don't even know how to speak because they don't use their voice very often. And so reading and the ability to translate your ideas into actual physical words that you use your voice is a big time idea. I recommend it. My new shoes came in today. Are you spending that? You know what? Your new shoes, I'm going to ask you this. Is that car money? Is that money that could have been saved that went into a car? How much are these new shoes? I'm going to be judgy. I'm just giving you shit. But how much are these new shoes? $50, $55, $57.50. What kind of shoes are they? Are they volleyball shoes? Are they dress shoes? Are they cool kid shoes? Are they Jordans? $200? Shit, boy. What kind of shoes are they? $200? Woo-wee. I thought about buying a Kindle, but I don't have any money right now. And that was going to be about $200. But my Kindle will have to wait until my birthday, which is in July. $200. What kind of shoes are they? Are they high tops? Are they Air Jordans? Are they a flip? Or are they for you? Are you being a cool kid right now? Are you wearing cool kid shoes? Well, if you do the dishwasher method, you can always afford bigger, better, badder, faster shoes. $200. $200. 200 singles. They are, you got to learn to type. You have to type way faster than this. Keep up. They are Way of Wade All City 11s. Do you have 11? Those are huge feet. You can Google them. They are very sought after volleyball shoes. All right, these are your work shoes. You didn't tell me that. They're your work shoes. For me, my old volleyball shoes are destroyed. That's good. That means you're working hard. I'd be very disappointed if your old volleyball shoes were in mint condition. So, yeah, this is an investment. I take it all back. It's an investment. These are tools of the trade. Don't buy cheap shoes if you're doing something with them. Stream chat sends slower than I'm typing. No, it's not true. Here, I'll type something. You're right, they do. It's like a 10-second delay, isn't it? Now is the time. Oh, I said time. Bang. Look at that. I sent it. I said it. I sent it. I said it. Boom. No hands. About. Yeah. And we're on a 10-second delay. Actually, when I set up these streams, it always, where the stream key is on the setup, it says the delay is 10 seconds. I'm typing this as you said, 10-second delay. Yep. Agreed. All right. Maybe you're not a slow typer. I mean, you're not as fast as I am. About the only thing you can do better than me right now is arm wrestle, as I recall. And I'll be honest, I've not been as consistent with the gym as I would like. But I've been running. Maybe that makes up for it. Running does not add arm strength, no, does it? Nonetheless, I think I'm ready for spring. I didn't buy chickens. I didn't buy rabbits. I still have a worm farm. I've probably got about 2,500 head of worm right now. They've been moving up to the second pasture up from the lower pasture. I've probably got 500 millionths of a acre that they run on. They're shitting that place up, but it's okay. We need that for plants. I've had to be. I also get in trouble for eating bad now. Use the word poorly for eating poorly. Don't eat. Oh, you got to be in the gym. Yeah, if you eat like shit, you're not going to have energy or staying power, and your brain's not going to work as well. So how quickly you think when a ball's coming at you, your quick twitch muscles rely on a quick twitch brain to make snap decisions, and therefore stay away from white things. I know America hates white people right now, but white people are good. We built everything good in the world, but white things, don't eat it. That's white bread, white flour, white sugar, white milk, and things made with white things. So that's bread, that's cheese, that's things made with white bread, white flour, white sugar, white milk. Don't eat white things. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just stay away from white things. Yeah. Or things made with white things. Eat food. Food on the edge of the grocery store, that's where food is. In the middle of the grocery store, there's no food there. Food can spoil. Food used to run around and be afraid of things. Food grows. Food expires. If it has the word snacks with an X, or it has on a box name like bits, bites, kibbles, nibbles, though that's not food. I'll text you a photo of my shoes. All right, I've got my phone right here. I'm going to look. I've got 20%. I've got so much juice in this phone. 20%. I'm a 20% guy as far as phones are concerned. All right. I see Eric, new phone. You're going to text me your shoes. Yeah, I'm curious. Our volleyball, I don't know anything about volleyball. I played basketball in high school, and I sucked. That's why I ran track. But the basketball shoes were high top shoes, like Air Jordans, except we didn't have Air Jordans back then. Are there Air LeBrons? I don't think so. And don't ever say LeBron in my presence because I don't allow my children to curse. I've got an image. Eric, new phone. That's how you're programmed. My sister is Paula Deen in my phone. Look it up. Image. There it is. Bang. Oh, they're blue. Going to make them big. They're blue. Are these size 11? Did you say 11? Look at this. You looking at the shoes that I'm looking at in Colorado. Look at that. Technology. Look. See that? They look nice. They look comfortable, actually. They kind of remind me of running shoes, like an Asics or a Brooks. Not Brooks Brothers. Those are suits. I noticed you didn't make your bed. It's okay. No judgment. Nice. Those are the shoes. They're upside down in this picture. Oh, there they go. Now they're right side up. They were made by Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade. So some fella named Dwayne, some fella named Dwayne, not the Rock Johnson, different Dwayne, a volleyball fella, I bet it was a volleyball fella named Dwayne Wade, made these shoes, made your blue, they're not made out of suede, blue volleyball shoes, Dwayne Wade. They are the way of Wade. Did Wade come up with that? The way of Wade. 11, that's the style. These are style 11. They're style 11. And they're in a size 10.5. So you got 10.5 11s. You got 10.5 Dwayne Wade 11s. The Way of Wade. Is Wade like a volleyball playing monk who wrote a book called The Way of Wade? He plays in the NBA. No shit. Well, why are you getting volleyball shoes from a basketball fella? What team does Dwayne Wade? Clearly he's no good, because I would have heard of him. If you would have said, I bought a pair of Air Jordan volleyball shoes, that would still be sus, but I recognize the name. I don't know who Dwayne Wade is. The only reason I know LeBron James's name is because he's a tool who refers to himself as the GOAT. What a tacky malefactor. He plays in the NBA. All right. Well, if you say so. What does he play? Bench warmer, towel boy, water girl, Dwayne Wade. When I watched basketball, the water boy's name was Scottie Pippen, but he still put points on the board. I'm sure Dwayne's all right. Miami Heat. Oh, he plays for Miami. Miami Heat, Dwayne Wade. I'll look it up later. I'm probably shaming myself right now. He's probably awesome. You heard Dwayne Wade? Nobody knows who Dwayne Wade is. I don't mean to shame you, but nobody knows who Dwayne Wade is. I'm sorry you bought that fella's shoes. You could probably still send them back. Try to find some Michael Jordan shoes. Miami Heat. Volleyball uses some basketball shoes. Huh. I'll be. I bought a carbon fiber insole. That's some fancy dancy shit there. Carbon fiber insole for my shoes. So somebody shoots at you, you can put your shoe up and your foot is now bulletproof. A carbon fiber insole. Do you have fallen arches? Why do you need a carbon fiber? Is it for bounciness? Is that what it is? You can't spike it. You can't. You got to go to the gym. You can't. If you can't jump high enough to spike the ball, that's just a gym problem. That's not a shoes problem. You don't need carbon fiber inserts. What do you use carbon fiber for? What do you use carbon fiber for inside of your shoes? I've never heard of such a thing. I'll send a video demonstration of the carbon fiber insole. All right, I'll buy that. I like video demonstrations of your carbon fiber insoles from Eric Newphone. Now, these look brand spanking. Well, they are, aren't they? Brand spanking new. $200. And you need these shoes for the $50,000 a month volleyball club, because of jumping and because of your carbon fiber. Sounds like something Tesla came up with. Well, we sent a rocket to the moon and we dropped off a moon lander, and then in our spare time we've been making carbon fiber insoles for volleyball shoes. We could have been solving cancer, but we made carbon fiber insoles for volleyball shoes. I'm going to get a video demonstration. I'm very excited about this. A video demonstration of carbon fiber. I'm talking. I bet I can hear my voice in the background of your video while you're making it, because my voice carries. How loud am I on your side? If you have me turned up real loud, are you still a sanctuary city? You still taking in illegal immigrants in their couches? I'm sorry. That was inappropriate. Your father is not going to say inappropriate things anymore for 7 more seconds while I'm waiting on this video. 7 seconds are up. Illegal immigrant and their couches. I don't know. You guys are good people down there in Florida. We had illegals in Denver, 40,000 of them, if you can believe it. 40,000 illegals in Denver, and they rode on a bus. True story. I'm not even making this up. 40,000 illegals. They got some of them, not all of them. It's a lot of illegals on a bus. You can't fit. How many illegals can you fit on a bus? I'm sure there's a joke there. And they came down to Colorado Springs. You know what our mayor did? Our lovely mayor. I don't even know who he is. I'm sure it's a he, though, because women make lesser decisions than men. He sent their ass back to Denver, is what he did. All right, I've got something from you, a video. Here we go. I'm gonna hit play. Oh wait, I gotta make it big. Okay. Okay. Demonstration. There's me. There's me on your screen. All right, I'm looking at it. You can't jump with that insole. Carbon fiber. Shit. Not very flimsy. Some bitch. I saw that thing. It flicked all the way across the room. I see you. Okay. I see. They help you bounce. This is some Bugs Bunny Roadrunner show shit there. I see why you have the carbon fiber. A little bit extra spring in your step. Well, there you go. Video is sending. Well, I got the video. I just saw it. I saw the difference. I saw the shitty no-name insole that nobody cares about. Then I saw the fancy black carbon fiber. Are they saying black people can jump higher? It's just black. I just noticed the color of the insole. It's not racial. But the black carbon fiber insole is springy. I saw the flick motion that made it go all the way across the room. I bet you could come up with secondary uses for that. Could you flick it at people? They have to be custom made to your height and weight. Okay, here's a question. Is the carbon fiber insole a part of the cost of the shoe? Meaning the shoe is $200, and for that you get a shoe, you get laces, you get the bottom of the shoe, the top of the shoe, the sides of the shoe, and a carbon fiber insole? Or is that an added expense? That sounds like an added expense. They have to be custom made to your height and weight. So if you get fat, you have to go get a different insole. That's what that means. You cannot let yourself go. Don't sit on the couch and watch Oprah. No, you buy them separately. I know what you meant. You meant separately. Separately. Shoes come with the normal insoles. How much do custom made to your height and weight carbon fiber insoles cost? Out of curiosity, how much do they cost? So the shoes are $2. What are the carbon fiber insoles? These are actually kind of cool because when I was your age, I had track spikes. They were more expensive than regular shoes, and I had joggers. So I had two different kinds of track shoes. The joggers were heavier, but they were meant to like withstand lots and lots of miles of running. And then the track spikes were meant for racing. $150. So the shoes are $200. The carbon fiber insoles are $150. So that's $350 for your feet. Now, here's the big question. What about socks? Are there volleyball socks? Are there special sweat wicking, ankle hugging volleyball socks that are, let's say, $75 a pair? Maybe they have some sort of reflective material. If the lights go out, people can see you, and it's a safety thing. Volleyball socks. What about wristbands? In the 80s, guys who weren't even gay would wear sweatbands on their wrist and a thick headband. I remember seeing this. I never owned one, swear to God, though I did own rollerblades at one point because I thought that was cool. Actually, I had a business that involved rollerblades. However, Way of Wade 10s, different style, same shoe. It's funny. They use sizes to describe a style. Come with carbon fiber in the shoe already, but they're $300. But I'm assuming that's a pre-made carbon fiber and it's not based on height and weight. Nope, just normal socks. Okay, so you're not really a pro until you get Wade James. Is that his name? If you get Way of Wade socks, Dwayne Wade. If you get Dwayne Wade socks, then I think you're a real volleyball player. Until you get those socks, don't even talk to me. I think you need the Dwayne Wade socks and sweatbands for the wrist. No homo. Sweatbands. That's what you need. Every serious volleyballer has Dwayne Wade socks. I'm surprised you don't own at least one pair of Dwayne Wade socks. The good players own 3 pairs. One for game day. That's the special, I'm a little bit superstitious. I have my Dwayne Wade socks that they wear for game day. One for practice and one for date night. You want to go on a date, you want to wear your Dwayne Wade socks. Your Dwayne Wade, and the socks are 20s. They skip, it's 9, 10, 11. That 20 is just a style. It's just a style of sock. The carbon fiber insoles, says Eric Taylor. The carbon fiber insoles are used in most running sports. Football, basketball, track, volleyball, lax. LAX. What's LAX? That's a sport. Do you know what that is? Yeah. Let me read it in context. The carbon fiber insoles are used in most running sports, comma, football, comma, basketball, comma, track, comma, let me finish, volleyball, comma, LAX. That's what I said, lacrosse. It's used in lacrosse. Eric Taylor says, well, it's the same way Michael Jordan shoes are named Jordan 1, Jordan 2, Jordan 3. Really? So this Dwayne fella has made it all the way to 10. 11. He's a young buck. How many Jordans are there? So this Wayne fella, lacrosse. So this Wayne fella is basically copying Michael Jordan, right? So somebody is the leader, somebody is the innovator, and then Wayne is sort of a Johnny-come-lately to the scene. It's okay. Jordan has like 30. Of course he has 30. He's Michael Jordan. I would expect anything less than 30. He said no to 100. Dwayne, what's his name? Dwayne Wade?
Dwayne Wade.
I think he needs to... Dwayne Wade. It's all right. And LeBron, don't want to swear, thank you, has over 20. LeBron. Yeah... I don't even know what to say about LeBron except that he's forgettable. He's steeped in mediocrity. He plays in a league that counts ticky-tack fouls. And he's disloyal. he jumps teams based on, he didn't take a shit team and lead them to a three-peat, take a year off, and then another three-peat. No, he goes to the Golden State. He takes his three best players in the league friends, and they jump from team to team to team so that they can try to stack up points and get into different Hall of Fame categories. Only one of them looked good. Only one of what? Oh, Jordan looks great. Yeah, I've never seen a LeBron shoe. I'm being honest. I have no idea what it would look like. What? Air LeBron dunkers? Like, what do you say? Like, it's awkward. I think he should have been what would have been a better career for LeBron? Street sweeper, security guard. He's a tall guy. LeBron James could have been a world-class GOAT security guard, maybe at a bank like Wells Fargo or something like that. Have a little badge, little gun, stand there at the door, greet people with his congenial manner. I think LeBron would have made an excellent security guard. LeBron 20s are the only ones that look good. They probably look something like a Michael Jordan, some other number. So Emma's in the room, and you are not doing a traveling team game because you're taking a pause for the school season, but you'll be back. And it's sunshiny here, it's sunshiny there. Only the olive green ones, okay. Yeah, I am the furthest thing from cool or even knowing what cool is or about, and I take pride in that. Something I take pride in. What do I have? Yeah, I'll probably read today. I'm going to read a book called The Brothers Karamazov. It's a Dostoevsky book. It's a little trifle of a thing. And I won't read all of it today. It's longer than 3 chapters. And I think that's all. I think that's all I'm going to do today. I'm going to plant some microgreen. I'm going to plant something called fenugreek. I'm going to plant 1 or even 2 trays of that. And then I planted too many microgreens in a row last time, and everything came due at the same time, and I found myself buried in a sea of green. Have you ever read Dante's Inferno? Yes, the different levels of hell. I have read Dante's Inferno. It's been a long time ago. I was 24 when I read Dante's Inferno. I read it in an hour at the Borders book store at the Chapel Hills Mall. And I even know the chair I was sitting in when I read Dante's Inferno. I was reading religious books. I was also reading Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance and various religious books. For about a month or 2, I was going through the religion section of the bookstore. But yeah, I like Dante's Inferno. I've heard anecdotal stories about levels of hell from people who have had near-death experiences, which is interesting. Yep. What else should you read during this season of life? Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl is, yeah, I would agree. It's good for high school seniors. It's about a guy. He's a Jew. He was in a concentration camp during the time of Nazi Germany, and he's a psychologist. Clearly, he made it out of the camp, and it's not the kind of camp where they serve milk and cookies. Different camp. He made it out of the camp and wrote Man's Search for Meaning, and there's some really big ideas in there. I'll tell you one of the big ideas is that and you'll find it if you read the book, Man's Search for Meaning, Viktor Frankl. But one of the big ideas that he noticed while he was a prisoner there is that even though he was a Jewish prisoner, he noticed that some of the prisoners were really good people and some of the prisoners were assholes. some of the guards were actually really good people and hated that they were in the position they were, and some of the guards were assholes, even though they were both on two different sides of the prisoner-guard relationship. The only sophomore in high school right now. I hear it's pretty good. You're only a sophomore. You are only a sophomore in high school right now. Yeah, it's still a good book to read as a sophomore, sometime between now and graduation. Man's Search for Meaning Before You Graduate. How to Win Friends and Influence People. Anything by Dale Carnegie is a good get started with life book. And yeah, I would encourage you to read some nonfiction in the area that you are interested in. So it could be math and engineering, it could be business, it could be sales and marketing if you want to do business. But if you have something you're interested in, read books in addition to, because the shortcut nowadays is YouTube videos. And everybody wants to watch YouTube videos and have somebody tell them something. But there's so much, it's so much richer, and there's so much more depth and nuance that you can get out of a book. It's just a better learning experience. And here's the nice thing. Here's a little thing about books that you don't get out of YouTube videos. If you're like me and you're part of my genetic material, so if you read enough, you can read a book in a day. I can read a book in an hour. Actually, I can read a book in a day now. But I used to could read a typical 200-300 page book in about an hour and keep most of it in my head. The nice things about books books are they a YouTube video, you have to wait on the idiot to do, hey, welcome to the blah, blah, blah channel, and smash that like button, and don't forget to blah, blah, blah. And if you wait to the end of the and you just want him to get to the effing point. And so if you're learning from YouTube, you can hit the X, 2X, speed them up so they talk faster. But I can guarantee you this, you can read significantly faster than anybody can talk. Significantly faster. You can read a page or 2 pages in a book. You open a book, the left side, the right side. You can read those 2 pages in about 3 to 5 seconds. It'll take somebody 2 minutes in a video to talk through all that shit. And you can determine what are the important and non-important parts. So if you're impatient, like me, include books in your learning, in your reading, and start reading, because the speed at which you gain information is exponentially higher than if you only listen to things. And so, yeah, read a book. Dante's Inferno, like it. Good. You're not reading basic things in life. That's good. It's good. It's good. What else? 2 years away from being able to get a bank account. I think you have to be 18. And once you're 18, so many doors open up. You can get your own bank account. You can sign a lease. You can't rent a car yet because your brain's not quite developed. That gives women an advantage to pick a good guy. They're prettiest when they're younger, and they can find a guy who's not smart enough to say no to them yet. So your brain will be fully developed at around the age of 4 to 5, somewhere in there, when your prefrontal cortex, which is the part of your brain that makes you go, wait a minute, let's think about this first. That part gets fully developed in girls faster, unfortunately. There's a new horror genre that is very popular nowadays. Horror genre. What is it? I'm waiting with bated breath. Horror genre. Is it FNF? What's the Friday one? Freaky Friday? No. It's all jump scares. Something Friday.
Friday the 13th?
No, it's like a horror genre.
Whole
Horror.
I said a whole genre.
It's what he said. There's a horror. It's called,
Jump scares.
yeah, I was thinking FNAF. What was that? Something something Friday. What was the something something Friday that Emma used to listen to? I'm reading
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know either. It's called Analog Horror. Have you heard of it?
Analog horror.
Oh, shit.
God.
No, I haven't heard of Analog Horror. What is it? Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, Freddy's. What is Analog Horror? I have no idea what that is. Analog Horror. It's not digital, it's analog.
Cryptic messages, 20th century television.
What is this?
Basically it's set in the last half of the 20th century.
What?
It makes it scary because it's all like our technology.
And that's what makes it scary?
Yeah, because it's like
They didn't have...
TVs and messages and scariness.
Yeah, so you're scared. So your generation's fear is the lives we lived. That's right.
Like Blair Witch Project.
Blair Witch, but it's set for like...
But
It's dated. So it's cringe. It's what the kids might call cringe.
It's like, the video. You have to find me under the planks, and it's like, but it's her video, and it's like hostage videos,
Okay.
hostage VHS.
I'm going to take your word for it that it's scary. Basically, it's a story told through subliminal messages and technology. All right. If you say so. This is the first. You have opened my eyes to a new genre. You've told me about analog horror, which I knew nothing of, and I feel it's only right that I return the favor. There's an author that you can read called Dostoevsky. He wrote some books. One was called The Idiot. One was called The Brothers Karamazov, and one was called Crime and Punishment. Little, thin, nothing books. You can read them in a day. He says, for example, there's one called The Mandela Catalog in which Christ is overthrown by the devil. By the devil. Be the devil. Be the devil. You want to see? Look in the mirror. Be the devil. The Miranda Catalog. Christ is overthrown by the devil. Be the devil. Subliminal messages and technology. Yeah, I figured out that you meant to type by. But what's weird is the E is 3 letters away from the Y on the keyboard. And the E is typed with the middle finger of your left hand. And the Y is typed with the index finger of your right hand. As you put your fingers on A, S, D, F, J, K, L, semicolon. So not sure how you made that mistake. Are you typing correctly? Actually, do you know how to type, or are you one of those? Oh, you're a thumb person. That's right. You're watching this on a phone, aren't you? No, I'm on the computer. I saw it when I watched your video. I'm going to watch your video again, see. There's me. Oh, I see me on your computer right there. Yeah. That's a regular insole. It's flaccid. It's a nothing little insole. Then carbon fiber. Here it comes. Yeah. Lay it on me. What does it do? Carbon fiber. Not very flimsy. But flicked. It went across the room. It hit your fan. Bye. So what are you doing tomorrow? You doing school tomorrow? It's Monday. You should do school tomorrow. Math, science, English, history, rhetoric. Yeah, what are you learning right now? You're a sophomore. Only. Didn't you say only a sophomore, or it's just sophomore? Only a sophomore in high school right now. Well, at least you're not a freshman. You got that over with. You're not a freshman anymore. Sophomore. Yep. You may not enjoy it, but you may enjoy it, but you may not. But it's on YouTube. My classes are. My classes are. My classes are. Do I need to scroll down? Aerospace engineering, English, geometry, honors, Spanish 1, history 10, cinema and film. History 10 and biology honors. Oh, honors geometry. You said it backwards. It's geometry honors, Spanish 1, history 10. There are 10 histories. What are you learning in history? Curious. Cinema and film and biology honors. History 10. American history, world history, Vietnam era history, one of the world wars, Western civilization, history. That goes way back. 10 as in 10th grade. I get it. Last year you would have done history 9. World history. Well, isn't that a big bite to chew? World, all of it. The whole damn thing. All of the history, Katie. All of it. Well, I have no further follow-up questions on the history. It's just world. All of the history. The Aztecs, the Incas. No, further back. Mesopotamia. Maybe you learned about Mesopotamia and the cradle of life and civilization, the Nile and the Euphrates River and the Pishon River that flowed out of the Garden of Eden. Start way back then. And the first languages and writings. Sumerian. You learn, I speak Spanish and Sumerian. I don't think anybody speaks Sumerian. Oh, yeah. I was trolling around LinkedIn, which is basically it's a loser Facebook. And but if you are in the job world, LinkedIn is where your resume and people are. And in my feed, Bridget had put her son's, London's, some video in the LinkedIn feed. And I saw that he was doing very well and he won the Junior Player of the Year for basketball. I knew that, actually, just by accident. I was going through LinkedIn the other day and saw it in my feed. I'm like, that's that London fella that Eric knows. He's doing well at basketball on account of being freakishly tall, like his mother and like his father. All tall people. Very tall family. Tall Timbers family. Sounds like he will get a scholarship somewhere. We'll pay him money to make the basketball team look good. Hopefully a team with lots of white people, and he can be a big fish in a little pond. 6'11", Jesus. Yeah, he's 6'11" now. So dunking, it just means he doesn't have to use his tippy toes anymore to dunk. He can just flat-footed walk up there and put it in the hole. 11 inches taller than me, as always. Yeah. 6'11". It's a tall fella. Yep. What do you do when you're 6'11"? Well, you sign up for basketball. What do you do when you're short and stocky? You sign up for wrestling. Every body type has a sport, I suppose. If you're in the middle, you do volleyball or track or tennis or something like that. It's one of those don't get your teeth knocked out sports. Yep. "6'11". It's tall. It's tall. I bought a fish. It died, and now there are shrimp in water. They swim around. Shrimp live and have a better time of it than fish. Fish need precious, I don't know, they don't want like ammonia in their water or something like that. Although the ocean's dirty, it seems to have lots of fish doing okay. But now there's a bunch of crustaceans. Crustaceans. Krusty the Krab. The average D1 volleyball player is 6 to 6'3". Makes sense because you lose some speed, agility things if you're super duper tall. I mean, look at Shaquille O'Neal. He's a monster of a man. And really all you can do is stand under the basket, and do slam dunks. LeBron James is similar in that he's a giant man, and he goes and can drive the lane and use his body to do giant dunks. And the reason he has a hard time kind of keeping up with Jordan in terms of scoring is Jordan he could dunk every bit as good. No, he couldn't. He could dunk better in the lane. He was so creative and fast. He could get off the ground higher. Plus, he had an outside shot. Plus, he had a three-point shot. Plus, he was an all-defensive player. I could go on, but you get the idea. Both sides of the court. Very important. Offense and defense. We don't slow down. LeBron has a hard time playing all the minutes of the game. He kind of phones it in at the end. You see him kind of walking, kind of slogging around. And I understand he's a big guy. He lacks the physical prowess of a Michael Jordan. It's not his fault, really. It's genetics. Well, one of the teams we played had a 6'8" blocker, and another team has a 7-foot blocker. Damn. Yeah, what do you do about that? I know what you do. You ignore their hands and you spike into the face. LeBron is pushing 40. Yeah, shouldn't he just retire? LeBron should retire and do what John Elway did. Just sell used cars. The LeBron James Chevrolet. Come on down to LeBron James Ford, where you can get a Ford Bronco for payments of $499 a month. Come on down to LeBron James Cadillac. Maybe he should be a Cadillac guy. I'm not sure, but I think LeBron would make an excellent used car salesman. He wants to play with his son, Jesus. Dude, let the next generation have a go. Sit your ass down. LeBron. I'm going to be honest. I have not watched, this is the truth, I've not watched one NBA game, full game. I may have seen a clip somewhere because I accidentally scrolled past something. I have not watched one NBA game since Michael Jordan retired. I didn't watch any games after that. Since he retired, I didn't watch any more NBA games. If you ask me today, and it's proof, I didn't know the name of the dude whose name is on your shoes. What's his name? The Weezebees? Dwayne Way. Weezebees. I didn't know that Weezebees volleyball shoe guy that you go on about. I didn't even know who he was. I didn't know he played for the Miami Heat. If you ask me today who plays on the Chicago Bulls or the Boston Celtics or LA Lakers, I would not know. I have no clue. I know two names. I know LeBron because he goes on and on and on about himself. And there's another guy. It's a great three-point shooter. Everybody basically stands back and lets him shoot 3 points without jumping in his face. Steve Curry. I know Steve Curry. I've heard about him. He's a spot-on shooter. Both of them all play in a league where ballerinas could play. There's no contact. It's wussy ball right now. LeBron's 40, wants to play with this kid. His son is at a D1 college right now. His son, LeBron James Jr., who also goes by Bronny. No, he needs to sell paper towels. Will most likely get drafted soon. Of course he will, because Daddy-O's going to see to it. LeBron said he wants to play a season with his son before he retires. I'll tell you what, that will sell tickets. Father-son on the court or playing against one another will even be better. If his son could school him, I would watch that shit. If his son could just dunk on his dad, I would watch that shit. Other than that, I have no interest in current NBA. When Jordan retired, the league changed, and it's just really not the NBA anymore, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, that's some old man shit that I'm saying. I realize it. It is. But it is what it is. All right. Well, I'm going to let you go. I'll wait until you type something in. Say goodbye on the little thing there. And I'm going to make a sandwich or something and do lunch. So I love you. Remember, the title of today's video is the dishwasher method. It's the dishwasher method. Shaquille O'Neal's son will also get in the draft soon. Yeah, I see that. Alrighty, I see it. Bye-bye. Love you. And tell Emma that we had a good time on the video. And if you are tired, if you're tired today, just choose a couch, any couch in the house, and sit on it. Love you. Talk again.